When loss turns into luck, the story that made a whole village think. Hook. Have you ever gone through something so terrible you thought you would never get over it, but years later, you realized it was the best thing that ever happened to you? This is the story of a humble old man, a breathtaking white horse, and a series of events that seemed like pure misfortune. Yet every twist, whether joyous or tragic, was secretly shaping a fate no one could have imagined. Stay with me until the end. You might never look at bad luck the same way again. In a quiet mountain village, there lived an old man named Lee. He was poor by most standards. His home was a small wooden hut, his clothes patched and worn. Yet he had something that made him the envy of the entire valley: a white horse so beautiful it seemed touched by the heavens. Its mane shimmered in the sunlight like silver threads, and its eyes held a calm wisdom, as if it understood the hearts of men. Traders from distant lands traveled for days just to see it, offering gold, jewels, and riches beyond imagination. Each time, Lee shook his head. This horse is not just an animal. He's my companion, my family. No amount of gold can replace that. The villagers thought he was foolish. One day you'll regret it, they warned. A horse can't feed you in winter. Then, one cold morning, the stable was empty. The white horse was gone. The villagers rushed to Lee's door, shaking their heads in pity. We told you, if you had sold him, you'd be a rich man now. This is bad luck. But Lee only smiled faintly. Maybe it's bad luck. Maybe it's not. Who can say? A week later, a thunder of hooves echoed through the valley. The white horse returned, bringing with him 7 wild horses. They were strong, muscular, and worth a fortune. The villagers gasped. You were right, old man. This is the luckiest thing we've ever seen. Lee shrugged. Maybe lucky, maybe not. Time will tell. His only son began training the wild horses. But one day, a stallion reared violently, throwing him to the ground. His leg broke badly, and he would walk with a limp for months. The villagers shook their heads again. Such misfortune. Now your son can't work in the fields. Lee's answer was the same. Maybe it's bad. Maybe it's good. Who knows that? Winter, war broke out. Soldiers came to the village, taking every young man to the battlefield. None returned. Lee's son was spared. His broken leg made him unfit for war. The villagers, now grieving their own losses, looked at Lee with tearful eyes. You were right all along. What we thought was bad luck saved your son's life. Lee gazed out at the snowy mountains and said softly, life is a tapestry. We see only a single thread at a time and judge it too quickly. But when all the threads come together, the picture might be very different from what we thought. Lesson: don't rush to label something as good or bad. Every event is just a single piece of your story, and the meaning often appears only when you step back and see the whole picture.